Okay, so none of that mattered? Thanks, DC. Let's get the rich art out of the way so we can get into the dict portion. DC has done a great job finding numerous teams of artists to keep this rickety story on track. In the end, they put together over half a dozen artists to bring you one great looking comic. Steven Segovia, Carlo Pagulayan, Edward Pansica, Ethan Van Sciver, Jason Paz, Scott Hanna, and Trevor Scott. Congratulations, you guys made it to the end. The best piece of art I've seen throughout this entire arc is in this book. It's so good, in fact, it takes up 4 pages. Showing the heroes in their respective homes is one of the only moments that feels like a finale. Good job keeping the book colorful, DC. Now if only I could say the same about the story. Dict! What could be worse than Telos, the living incarnation of the planet? Well, Deimos, the living incarnation of all things with power over time. What could be worse than Deimos? The power returned to the planet along with all things time related, so now the planet's breaking apart. Great job, Hal. Parallax. Miraculously, Deimos didn't eat all the time heroes. Booster Gold and the gang drop out of nowhere to save the day. Why? Because writers Jeff King and Scott Lobdell said so. Dick! The rest of the book is either nostalgia or convenience on the part of the writers, so I really shouldn't go on. But I will, because that's my job, to give you all you need to know about this comic and whether you should buy it or not. So, remember that time Deimos summoned Brainiac just to prove he could? Well, turns out that was actually so the writers would have an excuse to bring him back now. It didn't work. There's a lot of conclusion jumping in this book. As soon as Brainiac arrives, the heroes try to kill him, but to no avail since he's Brainiac. And why shouldn't they attack him? He did bring them here to fight to the death, right? But Brainiac kind of moves past that whole debacle and gives a speech about how he just wants to fit in, which makes everyone think he must be a good guy now. That de-escalated quickly. Dick! It's a great sob story in all Brainiac, but the planet's falling apart. Can you save it for later? After the orchestra of lightning and earthquake plays Brainiac off his soapbox, he agrees to send everyone back to their time. Yay, everyone's saved. But what about Earth 2, you ask? Will they get to go to whichever universe they want? We can do that? I've always wanted to visit pre-Flashpoint, or ooh, let's go to the Crisis of Infinite Earths. No, wait, can you take me to the DC Marvel crossover? However, there is one thing stronger than even Brainiac. Nope, the first multiverse crisis. So those heroes need to pack their bags and go die for the good of the rest of the universes. Sorry guys, your ratings were down anyway. Brainiac just says what the problems are and how to fix them. And we assume the hero he sends back in time are gonna do just that. Not very exciting for a final issue. I wanna see this mess go down for Dick's sake. Dick! Hold on a second. Is that supposed to be emotion, Superman? Do it right or don't do it at all. The last thing this book needs is to be slowed down by your baby mama drama. Dick! In the end, Superman and new Supreme Being Hal Jordan of the Parallax Persuasion rush back to the first crisis, leaving all the others vulnerable to Brainiac, because we trust him now, because he doesn't want to be a monster anymore, which is totally believable and not something the smartest being of all existence would say just to get the only people who could kill him to leave the planet. Nope. Totally trustworthy. Oh, he actually made good on that. Okay, well, first time for everything, I guess. And where better to put it than at the end of an arc that had very little to do with Brainiac. Speaking of which, what happened to Dick Grayson? Basically, he was just forgotten. Okay, that was expected. Dick! See, I knew it. Brainiac lied. He didn't drop them off in a universe of their choosing, he recreated Earth 2. So why didn't he just say he'd do that in the first place? Everyone's happy? Yeah, good. This is Brainiac, signing off. In the end, nothing's really changed. Cool. Thanks for the awful memories and huge waste of time, DC. I'll see you next year when you reset your multiverse once again. Dick! Oh, and nothing really happens to our universe, but they stuffed our Superman in there to watch the planet almost explode and do nothing about it. I think it was just a point of emphasis to show how much none of this really mattered. The artwork kept this book afloat, but the story tried its hardest to drown this entire arc. So I'm giving it a 3 on the Dick side of the Richter scale. Disagree? Tell us why we're wrong in the comments below. Like and share this video, hit subscribe and come back next week when we move away from this doom-forsaken arc for more Dict!